Hey guys, I am back. I have watched episode 4 and 5 of Young, Famous, and African, and I got thoughts and I got opinions. So let's talk about it. All right, so we know that Nadia is mourning. Poor Nadia. She lost her boyfriend. She is obviously depressed. She's obviously distracting herself by being around friends. We finally see Kanye. Kanye comes to see her, and it was a really touching moment because it's obvious that Kanye has been a support for Nadia because we see her melt in Kanye's arms and admit that she's not okay. So it was just a really touching moment. But Kanye called her out. She was like, "You're just gonna have to sit in the silence. You're gonna have to let him go. You're gonna have to start living." And it's apparent that she's not living because she's not doing the things she used to do, like cooking and doing her little TikToks and stuff like that. So Kanye has taken notice of that, and she came to see her. The fact that we didn't see Kanye anymore in this episode or the following episode leads me to believe that Kanye is not coming back. I was kind of looking forward to seeing her and Dele. I don't think he's coming either because we're in episode 5, haven't seen him yet, and then Kanye just stopped in to check on Nadia. Kanye even admitted that she's going through some stuff too, so maybe that's why she's not filming. Not quite sure, but it sucks that, it doesn't look like she's going to be on this season. Hopefully I'm wrong. I do believe Nadia's mourning and depression is why she flipped out so bad on Diamond. I want to believe that's why. I know Nadia is messy, but she went berserk on Diamond like it was her issue to take up with him about Fantana. Like, she's protective of Fantana, but I would like to believe that she would not have gone to those extremes if she was not going through something emotionally herself. I totally get where she's coming from when she said she don't like or don't want dumb friends. I don't like dumb friends either, but that just was not the way to do it because Fantana is a willing participant. Fantana is pretending that she's playing him, but deep down, Fantana wants that baby. She wanted that baby. And she keeps telling people, well, I'm just playing along with him. And it's like, girl, you really are slow, Fantana. You slow. And then Shakib is not letting go of this whole thing with Zari and Diamond. No, at first I was like, okay, and I still feel this way. I still believe it's Zari's fault that this man knows as much as he knows about their relationship. I also believe that he has watched that last season because apparently during the taping of the last season, he and Zari were together. So I'm pretty sure he saw their interactions last season as well. But like I said in the previous video, my previous video, up until this point, he had not seen them together. The three of them had not been in a room together. So I've always questioned why he was so adamant about being disrespected when it had not occurred in his face. This was all, I guess, what he's seen on TV or hearsay. I don't know. Zari, I do believe Zari has been feeding him information to make him, feel away, be insecure, feel disrespected, etc. But at the end of the day, Shakib, you got to let it go, sweetie. You married this woman in spite of. She told you Diamond is lying. I believe Zara is lying, by the way. And drop down in the comments if y'all remember what transpired last season with this whole baby thing. I kind of remember that coming up, but I don't remember the details. I don't know. I don't remember if she said it or he said it. I don't know. But I'm tending to believe Diamond because Diamond's like, he got receipts. But to Zari's defense, dude, you are coming across extremely insecure. You would not let it go. Either you believe her or you don't. Because at this point, you are married to her. What are you going to do? And even Zari is getting pissed. He going to make Zari unleash on him, and it is not going to be pretty. I mean, I could see it coming when she told him, look, it's our word against his. You keep bringing up, Diamond. knock it off. So I wonder what's going to happen the rest of this season with them, because I don't believe Shakib is going to be able to let it go. And that's sad because I like Shakib. I like the fact that he's wise. He's obviously wise. He is assertive. Like we saw him check Lewis about that long hug. And then we see in that same scene, we see Zari kind of act oblivious. Now, I did rewind to check to see if she was hugging him back. She wasn't hugging him back. Lewis was doing all of the hugging, but at the same time, Zari, your husband is right there, girl. You could have pushed away or something. But Zari feeds into that. Zari feeds into jealousy. Zari likes that drama. But it's going to be her own undoing. It's going to be, she making problems for herself with this man because he is not having it. He's already overly insecure and he is checking dudes left and right. I don't know. I don't know how this going to, well, I do know that marriage is not going to last, unfortunately. It is not going to last because Zari is going to lose patience with the insecurity that she's feeding in him. She's going to lose patience with it. Shakib is obviously intimidated by Diamond, and I can see why. You know, Diamond is a big star. I don't know what Shakib has going on. I'm sure he's no slouch, but he's no Diamond either. I mean, his obsession and insecurity with Diamond is so intense. He took it upon himself to tell Fantana that Diamond sees other women. And I'm just like, Shakib, mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Why you in Diamond business like this? Y'all are going to fall out. Like, Diamond has been handling you like a man. He's really, in my opinion, been trying to spare your feelings, because I do believe he has receipts. And if he wasn't trying to spare your feelings, he would have showed you the receipts about Zari wanting a baby with him. Okay, Miss Zari. I'm liking Zari. I'm liking Zari this season, outside of the fact of how she's handling these men. But it's obvious Zari does her research on her cast members. The way she clocked Keefe's tea on just being a content creator and being a second wife and got her to say it on camera. I believe Zari goes on social media and just scour these people's pages to see what they got going on. I think she be looking for ammunition. She be looking for dirt, because Zari's just that kind of girl. She's just that kind of girl. Before she meets someone, I believe she actually sees them as her enemy until she makes friends with them, because that's how she handles all the new people. Like, you're going to get some disrespect. You're going to get some nastiness from Zari before she warms up to you. And that's how she's handling Keefe. So she exposes the fact that Keefe pretty much is fake. You know, she's the stereotypical influencer. Everything is content. Everything from, you know, her whole aesthetic, this freaking marriage, the fact that it only lasted 10 months. The fact that she was the second wife, she knew this going in. Yeah, she exposed Keefe, and Keefe did not like that whatsoever. And production is so messy. They even put a screenshot of a post under, it was a post about Keefe regarding someone saying, you know, she pretty much gaslit them, pretended to be married, and then 10 months later, she's pretending to get a divorce. So who knows what's really going on with Keefe? It's obvious she's on this show for content. So, yeah, I like the way Zari finessed that out of her. But at the same time, it's like holding her accountable. Like, girl, why would you settle for second place? Child, Diamond out here saying he can't promise nothing but good deed. He don't want to meet the family. He don't want to get married. And he only sees kids as a permanent connection to women, because he's like, divorce, you know, you can get marriage is temporary, but kids are forever. Honestly, I don't think he even value his kids other than for those reasons, because I think it was episode 2 when he was talking to Zari, and, you know, Zari was talking about canceling him. And in his confession, he was like, I will leave you and them kids forever. And I believe him. Like, he only sees kids as a connection to the woman and also his lineage, because he was so freaking happy when Fantana told him she was pregnant. Like, his response was the response every woman wants to hear when they tell the man they're with that they're pregnant, right? And she was just eating it up. She was just eating it up. That's why I know Fantana wanted this baby. She wants to be with Diamond. And no amount of, warning her about Diamond is going to deter her from wanting to be with this man. She wants Diamond. But we're going to see what happened because, she pops up on his date with Keefe. And I still don't think she's going to stop messing with Diamond. I still do not believe that's going to be enough to get that girl to realize, leave this man alone. Leave this man alone. I was so surprised about, the way he handled that date with Keefe when she was asking him about Fantana. I really thought he was going to finesse the situation better than that. And he just pretty much said, we just effing. And he said it was so crass. I was shocked by that because I'm like, okay, you're interested in this woman, but you are not hiding the fact that you ain't shit. Like, what about you other than your money and your fame is going to attract a woman when you're sitting across from her telling her, no, we're not together, we just effing. That's not appealing. That's not appealing at all. And I'm glad that Keefe wasn't falling for it. I mean, and he should have known that. He should have known that because everything in her demeanor from the time she walked up was given, I'm just here. I'm just here. And we find out that she's there to set his ass up. Naked. Let Kaylee go because Kaylee don't have sense enough to leave on her own. I think every season Kaylee has been threatening to leave, saying she needs to leave. This man is doing everything, saying everything to the point where she should get the picture by now. Like, he keeps saying, well, she should go. He's saying it to everybody. I'm sure he said it to her as well. Like, well, she's not happy. She can go. She can go. She can go. I'm like, girl, when are you just going to go? She ain't going to go. They'll be into season 4 and 5 and she will still be around like a little co-star, little puppy running up behind naked. And I was so glad the new girl, Annie, got up in their business because it's like the rest of the friend group, they just accept the fact that Naked is stringing this girl along. So speaking of Annie, that's her name, Annie Ito. I actually saw her movie on Netflix, Shantytown. It was a good movie. I think I'm going to like Annie. I think although she's friends with Annie, I think after that call to Annie, I think she already realized Annie nasty. Everything everybody's saying about her is true. Because Annie, this is your friend. She is just meeting a new friend group that you're already familiar with. So she's asking you questions about this group and you getting the attitude. Like, are you asking me or are you telling me? Annie, and she did that. That was her response because Annie know she's guilty. I guess she didn't feel like lying that day. And then she was, didn't appreciate the fact that Annie was asking her these questions. All right, last but absolutely not least, let's talk about Louis. I feel so bad for Louis. This poor man has been excommunicated for 9 years. I wonder how long is his punishment supposed to go on. He is lonely. I think this explains why he is so touchy-feely with these women, liking every woman that he sees. He's lonely. He's desperate for connection. And it's sad. He also admitted that, he wants a baby because if he has a baby and he goes sees his family, they can't turn him away. They can't turn the baby away. And even if they do turn him away eventually, at least he would have had a chance to see their faces even for that small amount of time. Lord, if that ain't the saddest thing I've heard. Now, don't get me wrong. He does want a baby for, family, to have family as well. But ultimately, he sees it as an excuse to go see his family, to show them, introduce him to his baby. I don't know what his religion is, but you talk about an oppressive religion to the point where you can get excommunicated from your whole family. Your family cannot see you, talk to you, have nothing to do with you. And what's even sadder is, although his family has done that, it still gets thrown up in their faces. Because like we saw the cousin say, when his family is out, I guess, spreading the word of their God, people are like, what you doing? Your son is out in the world. You have no right to be out here telling me to be spreading the word. Your son is out in the world. You're still not respected. You've done everything they told you to do, and they still throwing it up in your face that your son is out in the world. So apparently he was excommunicated because he was on Big Brother Africa, South Africa, and he was doing the sex on TV. And that's a no-no in his religion, apparently. And so he had to go. The only family that he can actually talk to are the ones that are not baptized. And it's only two of them, I guess. I hope that he finds friendship in Annie. I know he's looking to her as a resource for the surrogate route. So hopefully they can become friends. I don't know if we're going to see Ndile, and hopefully Kanye comes back. I'm so glad we didn't see much of Annie. I hope Annie is at home and at home to stay. I'm so over Annie. But yeah, that pretty much wraps that up. Another good 2 episodes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on tomorrow with my review of episode 6 and 7. I may just do 6, 7, and 8. No, I'm gonna do 6 and 7 because I got a feeling that the last episode is going to be a good one. So I'll save that for last. Thank you. Bye.